So dudes, welcome back to the Gregor Gaming Experience. In this video, I'm going to break down some more Echo plays. I did a short about how you can use your Yokai drones to gather intel more aggressively for your team than you would conventionally with static placements like Valkyrie cameras or even Mozzie drones, which you kind of have to rely on that pest capturing a drone for you. And even then, you're kind of limited in terms of certain mobility aspects that the Yokai drone can sort of get around. There's a couple of unique things you can do with that verticality that are really interesting. Here's the play I'm going to break down. Huge intel.
We might just, well, we are going to see a winner here and now.
What's up, everybody? How's it going? All right, bye.
Maybe one last time, just a
Get the red pings going. Information is power in Rainbow Six Siege and for hair loss. That's why this video was sponsored by Keeps. Keeps is a subscription service that helps out guys dealing with male pattern baldness. If you're experiencing it, you're not alone. 2 out of 3 guys will experience some form of male pattern hair loss by the time they reach age 35. But Keeps is here to help. You don't have to do it alone, and you don't have to go out of your way to drive to a doctor's office. You can do everything from the comfort of your computer desk. You've got round-the-clock, 24/7 service through the Keeps network, including care specialists, prescribers, and hair loss experts. Medical advisors to come up with a plan specifically for your needs. And for the hair that you have in your head, Keeps also offers shampoos and conditioners, stuff to treat it and keep it healthy. It's important to act sooner rather than later with hair loss, so if you notice something, here's what you should do. Go to Keeps.com because hair loss stops with Keeps. To get 50% off of your first order, go to Keeps.com/Gregor or click the link in the description. That's KEEPS.com/Gregor or click the link in the description. And thanks again to Keeps for sponsoring this video. It tells Rogue that they are going for a top-down roam clear from strip side, which means that they have to be mindful of a couple of things. They have to be mindful of these windows in particular, and they have to be mindful of the logistics hatch. It's rare for them to adjust here at this point because it takes too much time to keep going this way and then go through, say, CC wall or garage rafters. So most of your play is going to be around this jacuzzi wall and the logistics hatch. So these 3 pings, right? This information really sets up the information game and the positioning game for Rogue to contest this push as much as possible. I am going to talk mostly about the Echo drone and how that intel helped. But we should also keep in mind why they want to defend this part of the map. So Rogue decided to opt for a bar defense. Now, FaZe also did the bar defense a couple of times. It seems like bar actually isn't as bad of a sight as people once initially thought. The main thing that makes bar difficult to do in ranked is because it's so open, especially on this floor here, where there's just a bunch of open sight lines. Like here's a part to get droned out and shot, droned out shot, droned out shot. There's hiding spots for roamers, but usually when they get droned out or when they feel the pressure too much, they're going to try to get a pick and then maybe run back down, or maybe just waste time, and that's all they really need. But in this situation, it's imperative that Rogue keeps control of the top floor because of the verticality element, because of the soft floor in gym that can look down, and the soft floor in master bedroom that can look down, especially for the A bomb plant. So planting here by this bomb chassis, and especially here in bar as well. This is a really nice concealed, nestled spot to go for a plant because there's cover all around this end here. There's cover here, and you kind of have to overextend a little bit. You kind of have to take a risk to peek from the main door here. So yeah, this site stinks in ranked because people will usually just full send down stock, full send down strip, and just go bang, bang. And people aren't going to watch these entrances, right? People aren't going to try to get the vertical to watch stock. They're not going to try to play strip as effectively and play for trades here in like bathroom or billiards. People just kind of run around. It's a very open site. It's not suited to defend in a Call of Duty-ish sense. But if you play your cards right and you pay attention to what's going on, as you can see, Rogue wins a major by defending this site. And this play with the Yokai drone really sets the stage for it. Rogue do a pretty decent job of making sure that their bases are covered, especially with the Valkyrie. The Valkyrie is kind of the linchpin of information on parts of the map that you can't really allocate a lot of people towards, because you're allocating people towards, you're allocating people further up, right? You're allocating people to gym, bedroom, construction, right? This is the part of the map that you want to keep. This is the power position that attackers are going to try to leverage in order to get the bomb plant down. So you can't just have like a million guys running around garage rafters, running around stock, running around lounge. The Valkyrie is sort of the stopgap measure of, okay, we can't be everywhere at once, so we're going to do our best to do that. So this is a really, really good pick by Rogue to fill in the gap for that strategy. So you see these holes in master bedroom? We got these vertical holes with the bailiff shotgun. Again, the Valkyrie camera, we're going to cover up the spots that we can't be in. And Krine is basically going to lurk around this end of the map and actually use the downstairs, the basement level. Krine's going to sneak through oil pit up the ladder, right, to get very much needed pressure back into the bar safely. But here's an interesting aspect about the echo play, right? So DPEC is obviously set up here for the echo play with the drone going out of the strip drone hole. But here's the thing. DPEC is not by himself. Okay? This is a tandem effort by DPEC and Spoit. If DPEC is going to be out here in strip by himself, this is really risky. He can get droned really quickly, and if FaZe managed to get a read on it super fast, he can just get pushed from multiple directions. There's an entrance here. I forget the exact call out. I think it's changing room over here, or like coat check. There's another room here by the garbage bin. And there's another entrance here just outside the bathrooms and like the strip connector. That's another call I'm not 100% familiar with. So this is really dangerous on his own. So to alleviate some of that danger, he's going to be out here with Spoit. So they have Spoit. He's going to be out here in, where's the compass? I can't see the call out. I don't know these rooms. These rooms never get touched and ranked unless people usually play like monkey stuff. But yeah, you have the junkyard spawn. So this is big, right? We need to know where they spawn. Now, usually you can tell by shooting the default cams, but that only gives you so much information. That only gives you information at about the 250 mark. 20 seconds in, we get a really, really good idea with these red pings. Oh, crap. Okay. Here are other aspects about this. DPEC can actually see the operators, too. When the attackers shoot a default cam, like there's a default cam like over here somewhere, right? Right? When they shoot that, usually you're not going to know who's who. What's the plan? You can't really glean a lot from that. You can tell that, okay, they spawned here and they'll go this way, but we don't know specifically what the plan is. We can guess to the best of our ability, but information is power, right? So in this situation, DPEC sees the Thermite. He sees the Yana, and he sees the Finca. You got 2 entry frags and the hard breach. Why would they bring a Thermite for a top-down clear when, like, what are they? Usually they would bring the Thermite for, they could try to bring the Thermite for the strip wall. They could bring the Thermite over here to CC to blow open that wall. In the event that you have this wall reinforced, you know, that might be an option. But that's not what's happening, because even if you did have this wall reinforced at all, the Thermite's going to spawn from kennels. They're going to take the shortest route, right? Right? There's so many things that you could do with the Thermite for this take. But the fact that Thermite is going this way with these guys means he's not going to drop into Logi by himself, right? Like that doesn't make any sense. That's pointless. He's going to go for Jacuzzi Wall. So he sees the Thermite, he sees the 2 entry frags, and that tells Rogue, oh shit, they're going for an aggressive play towards Jacuzzi Wall. Hey, we need to get ready for a Jacuzzi push. Hey, it's a Jacuzzi push, Jacuzzi push. So just being able to see the operators and where they are is information that's really valuable. You also got to consider the roster makeup for Rogue, okay? The operator selections. They don't have any wall deny. These operator selections are specifically built for delay through gunfights and pressure, right? The presence of somebody. We have to deal with this roamer. We have to deal with this roamer. We have to clear him out, drone him out. We can't make this push until we clear this roamer, right? Stuff like that. So they need every second they can get, because if they don't have anything to deny the wall with, and they just give it up for free, right? The wall gets open, boom, boom, boom. So they need to be in the right positions. As soon as this wall opens, they need to be ready. They need to start taking fights, like right out of the gate. There's no 1MI discs here. As you can see very quickly, There's no Wamai discs on any of the flat sections here. Leon does have an escape route in this instance, right? Because he has a staircase. If they cook a nade and he hears the cue, he can just like run back. And Leon does run down when he realizes there's a nade, but he does repeat here. So I think what he was anticipating was an aggressive push from the FaZe clan members on this door, but they don't take a gunfight with him. They just like they cook another nade, and then they punish him for an overextend. I'm not roasting Leon here. Ace of Pyrite pointed it out too. But guess what? Kanto is in a really, really good position here, and he's able to trade it out, which is big. That's why you have multiple people for situations like that, right? Siege is about the little things going back and forth. So Leon's death is not for nothing. It's a little bit of a shame that they lose the Maestro camera that early, but they do get a trade, and they take Cyber off of the board, which is massive because Cyber with this Finca was going crazy the entire freaking series. So this is a big pick. You know, it's unfortunate in this situation that the Maestro got taken off of the board. That is big as well, but I think this is big too. Getting the Finca, getting that star power off of the board. Kanto also takes out another entry frag here. He takes another LMG off of the board. Big. Your 2 LMGs. Can't pre-fire around the map. Now Astro has a really, really smart trade here off of the hatch. This was a really good play too. I mean, this was how down to the wire this match was. This was hard fought, man. I mean, it was close. Okay, don't get me wrong. But what's interesting about these picks in particular too is that the hard breach has already been used up for other sections of the map. Usually what most Siege players are used to is you get wall open, maybe not even this early, right? You might get wall open at like the minute 30 mark when you've exhausted all of your options, when you've cleared out guys that are trying to deny the wall. But especially in the more recent meta, it's a lot more common to see the wall opened early just because it's not worth for the defense to just try to allocate all their resources towards it. But since this site is so open, right, and you're worried more about clearing and creating space, kind of like in a Valorant-y sort of sense, right, through taking gunfights on the site. In this situation, getting these big entry frag characters off the board is a pretty nice thing to have. So FaZe is going to start bucking, right, trying to get as much vertical pressure as possible. Again, what we were talking about a couple seconds ago, creating space. But here's the thing, all right? Let's look at the floors. Let's look at the floors for club, right? So we got this floor here. We got master, and FaZe has gained control of this, right? This is theirs now, right? But what they have to be mindful of is the fact that they have not cleared strip, right? So this is blue for FaZe, right? They've garnered this control. Yeah, there's a little bit of outside pressure from the edges, but the center of this part of the map, they've gained control of, right? All of this is theirs. So if they want to drop right down below into bar, they have not cleared strip, right? Strip is still over here. They can leverage that control. They can surround the bar push, suffocating the presence that FaZe is trying to establish. And FaZe has to take multiple gunfights from different angles in this situation. They have to check from that side, from this side, from this side, and they're caught. They haven't cleared garage either, right? So we still have Krine on the Valk coming over, right? From lounge side. See the picture here? They let them in a little bit. They gave up a little bit of control. Lost some fights, lost some people. But Rogue still has the potential to leverage a positional advantage here. Is Rogue doing like dumb ranked crap that you guys see in all your ranked games, or they're like, oh, I'm gonna fight? Nobody's like full sending here through con to fight these guys. Nobody's like rushing up the main stairs to try and get some picks, right? They're not doing that. They're playing smart. They're letting FaZe in just a little bit so that they can pounce on them. And then from that point, right, they open up the vertical pressure, right? FaZe opens up the vertical pressure, and cuts off the ability to play in this room. But the fact that they can't, magically just like take gunfights with these guys here in Strip, they can't magically take gunfights with anybody here in Lounge, right? They're caught, and they scramble to find a way to get into the site and go for the execute. And if they had more time, it'd be a lot safer to do. But the fact that they're at 30 seconds right now means that they don't have any choice. They have to push the site, and they have to win their gunfights. And that's the only way that this is going to work. And this is what makes Siege so unique. You explain this to people who play other FPS games, and you go, well, you got to win the fight. Okay, duh. That's the whole point. It's an FPS game. But that's the thing. In Siege, you win rounds off of gunfights. But the gunfight is only half of the picture. What Siege is really about is manipulating your opponent into making decisions that put them at a disadvantage so that you have an advantage in that fight. If you find yourself in more positions than not where you have to rely on your gun skill, at this level of play, that's not good because everybody can aim. If there are ways that you can manipulate your opponent into taking an unfair engagement with you, you want to do that. I'll shut up and play the rest of this round because I can't do it justice. The tension, the build-up, the crowd, it's just too freaking good, man. It's great.
Dropping down, converging on the ground floor. Kitchen hallway is theirs as a Yokai blast comes out. Spoit thought about a swing but changed his mind at the last second. And Astro expects on the downstairs. Last 15, it's literally now or never. Spoit finds 1, 2 left standing. The plan's got to get stuck. They find the down as well. Yesterday they took the crown from LA. Today they take the kingdom from Latam. Bring on your body, major champions.
I love it. I love it. How can you get mad? How can you get mad at Pro League? This stuff is so cool. This is so exciting. And a chip for Spoit, too. You got Kanto on that comeback tour. The only guy who's still playing from that famed original G2 roster with Fabian, Goga, Pangu, and Jonas, and himself. Krine's 28. I don't know if a lot of you know that, but generally speaking, in gamer years, that's considered ancient, which is ridiculous. You can still play like this well into your 20s. It's just awesome to see and witness for yourself. Super, super smart play by Rogue here. Honestly, this is one of the smartest rounds of Rainbow Six Siege I've ever seen. I mean, the whole dynamic of manipulating enemy movement and that big pincer in the bar, that forward thinking is really what sets this game apart from other ones in the market. And I'm eager to do more videos like this. So if you like this one, please give it a like, subscribe, share it with your friends. It really does help me out a lot. And until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video. All right? Take care. Deuces.